You saw that little light come out of the monster when I killed him. That is souls, which in layman's terms equates to experience in this game. And I'm pretty sure before this is done, you're going to see kind of what happens when you die. But I'll try and explain it. Okay, so A is going to dash. So we're going to dash and be able to run, hopefully. Wait, A, right? That's what it said, A, right? Oh, LS while dashing. Ah! Okay. Uh, yep. Yep. So here is what makes the game, this is a good time to show it anyway. So we just died, which guess what that means? We are now no longer alive. We're this creepy looking little hollow dude. And you can't really see it, but if you look up at the top left, oh, so that was another player actually. Just so you know, that guy you just saw, that was another player playing the game at the exact same time. Like, he's currently playing right now, just like me, and he was currently right where I am, so I got to see him. Which, if you think about it, is pretty cool. I mean, it's a pretty neat little mechanic that I thoroughly enjoyed. Now, oh, I should have got in here first anyways, I think. But every time you die, your maximum health goes down just a little bit, and it can go all the way down to half. So if you keep dying over and over, it not only does, and that's kind of one of those things where the game just, the worse you suck at it, the harder it gets, which makes you suck at it even more. Because every time you die, you lose health, which just makes continuing on that much harder. And there's ways, which we'll get into later, where you can get your health, you can go back. So the human effigy being one of them. So you can become alive again. As I said, I'm liking, for the most part, I'm substantially better with the remote than it was with the this is what I needed to know before. Okay, so dash. All right, got it. But I'm not liking the camera controls with just the remote. Whoa. Hi. So one of the things too is in case you don't know or can't really tell, the fighting is very deliberate. This is not a button mashing game. The quickest way to continue to get nailed pretty hard is to try to run around button mashing. It's just not going to work out well for you. And neither is jumping in the water. Okay, what's significant about that is if you look in the bottom right, that was my experience, and it said 90. So now watch what happens. As I said, one of the reasons that happened to me is it goes back to I got to get used to the camera controls. Nope, you don't need to go there, and come on. Sorry, I'm trying to see if there's a way to... Alright, okay, it works a little better now that I'm kind of getting a feel for it. But it's still much easier to look around with the keyboard, or with the mouse, not necessarily the keyboard. So as I was saying, you can't button mash, because after you swing, it takes a little bit to recover. So if you see, we had 90 before we died. Now we're back to the bottom right. Now we're back down to 30 experience. And I'm going to tell you in a second why that's significant. Because we can potentially get our experience back. So now we've got 60. You also notice too that when you kill things, if you die, they come back. So you can't just kind of just keep. All right, so right here, this is where we died before. Yeah, I forgot about you. And if you get back to where you died before without dying, you can retrieve your experience. So if you look, we just got all of our experience back. But here's the thing. Because I died before getting my experience back from the first time I died, I can never get the first time I died back. So you can't just keep trying to get it. You kind of get to go until you kind of get one shot at getting your experience back. So as I said, it's a pretty punishing game. I mean, you can lose, you can play for 30, 40 minutes sometimes before you get to essentially a place where you can store your experience. I mean, you do get to points where you can use, spend, and store your experience. But you can go for a while until you can do that. And you can die once, and if you don't make it to get your souls back, you've lost essentially 30, 40 minutes of playtime potentially, which is pretty, I mean, it's pretty harsh. You know, so it's kind of weird. It's a fairly harsh punishment system, but it's not a permadeath punishment system either. So I don't like to compare it to some of the roguelikes and the more. I mean, permadeath for me is the ultimate death punishment, which is fine in certain games. It would be impossible to beat this game if that were the case in this one, though. Oh. Alright, well, so you look in the bottom left, and that's just kind of like your, push left, right, or whatever to use an item. So it's basically your quick inventory. Okay, so now if you're just standing still, you backstep. So, oh, I hit backstep. Oh, well, I was trying to show you so you can, like, dodge arrows and stuff. Ow. Okay, this knight, I'm looking at the health getting taken, and he actually is substantially more survivable than characters I've played before. Good, which is good. That's definitely a good thing. Use item. What item did I use? I'm not even certain what item I used, but okay. If my experience went up, and I don't know if it did or didn't, I'll have to check later. I must have used my little thing that gave me experience, I guess, but I don't know if that actually happened. RS. So, you can't move it with this. It's just, you can't move in front of it. So I still certainly prefer the mouse, which is what I'm using now. Alright, so the ladder over there. If I remember right, you can put something in here. Oh. Okay, yeah. I think you can put stuff in there and get something, but I don't remember. It's like, yeah, anyways. Alright, and as you play through the game, so, you kick the ladder to climb down, but as you progress, just so you don't have to completely redoing areas, once you get to points, you kick a ladder down. So now we can go back just up the ladder if at any point we need to access those birds, or that nest, for example. Whoa. What was that? Oh, okay, it must have just been the top of that thing. Alright, let's go up here, see what we got going on. Ooh, that's right. I gotta push. Oh, yeah, I gotta. Yeah, archers are a pain. I don't remember how to use torches either, to be honest. Excuse me. Alright, apologize for that. No. Oh no, I guess I do need to fall down there. Okay, but let's be smart about this if we can. Alright, I remember this being a little bit tricky. So I think when you go down there, I think there's an archer on top that's shooting at you too. So, well, screw it. Charge! Okay, no, we definitely don't want to be standing still right now. I do know that for certain. Yeah, climb. So yeah, it gets you pretty easily climbing up ladders and stuff like that. That's what makes that rough. I'm not like I'm really gonna have to figure out how to use this camera better though. Come on, come on, come on. Oh no, 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 no! Get out of there! Get out of there! Get out of there! Ow! Right in the head! Oh my God! No! Oh jeez! Oh my word! Yeah. Yeah, right in the forehead. Okay, but yeah, this knight is substantially more survivable than the character I played before, though, which is good for obvious reasons. Alright, can I use the life gem? Oh! There we go. So I used the life gem. I had 10 of them. I got some health back there. So what happened was I hit the X button before, but I didn't... I don't think I was pushing down, maybe, or I hadn't selected the life gem. Alright, so we got all our life back, but we start with 10, but I'm forgetting how frequent we use those. That might have been kind of a waste, to be honest, but... I don't know if they just give a set number of health, or if or they max, or they give you all your health back. And if they give you all your health back, I have a feeling... Oh, I didn't mean to... Oh, that was a complete waste. I just used one for no good reason. Why did I... Oh, because I didn't deselect the life gem. Darn it. Okay, so yeah, these are not guys I'm really in the mood to mess with right now. I don't know. Part of me wants to try, though, because I'm a glutton for punishment. Alright. Oh, but there's one that comes up this way, if I remember right. I don't think I want to be messing with them. Whoa, yep. Run! Run for your life! It might be fun to take on one and just see if I could hit and run, but I don't think I'm going to be able to take on two of them. Not right now, anyways. I'm sure somebody out there could do it. I beat him before with my little magician because I just kept hitting and running and shooting magic bolts at him until they died, but that's not really... It's not going to work with the... Alright, so this is another cool thing about the game, in case you're watching this and aren't aware. So these messages, I don't know how it decides which ones you see and which ones you don't, but later in the game, you can spend stuff, or you get items, and you can leave messages. And these are messages from other players, which is kind of cool. So anytime you come across one of these things, it is another player who's played the game and has left this message for you. And you can't, it's not a type message. You can't just type whatever you want either. You've got to select from a preset of words to try and communicate as best you can. And what's kind of fun about it too is some messages are very helpful. They kind of warn you, like, don't go there, be careful. But as is the case with the real world, you've also got some people out there who find it entertaining to tell you, like, oh yeah, you should go here and do this, or that's a secret down there, and really you're just gonna go to the end. Alright, so this is Majula. As far as I've observed so far, it's essentially the hub of the game. It's kind of gonna become our gateway, our hometown, our gateway kind of to the world. Alright, so as you can see, it's got a very creepy beauty to it. I mean, it's a gorgeous game in terms of graphic quality. And it's got moments like this where it's just it's beautiful, but in a very dark way too, which is kind of, I find interesting. It's a very interesting, and I don't want to say pleasing design choice, but it's very fascinating artistic choice.
Just help me open this door.
Okay, I don't think I can do that for you right now.
Tools in here, seeing it was vacant.
I don't remember where you get that key. I don't know what that was. What is that? Oh, see, in any little red spot, that's where another player has died. So, for whatever reason, a player jumped down there and croaked. And why that's useful highly useful is if you come to a spot and you see a lot of little red splashes, that means a lot of people have died there. And it can be a cue that you're about to, you know, there's a trap or something there, or you're about, you know, to go.
The next monarch, or bearer of the curse. I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
Okay, and I don't remember what a lot of this stuff does. Before my next playthrough, or before I...
Made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrin.
Alright, so as a general rule, if I recall correctly too, we're going to want to spend our experience as quickly as possible so we don't lose it. Hoarding experience is not, I don't think, a good way to play, if I recall correctly. Oh, that's right. Oh, not again. Alright, so I'm not used to the controller. If you see me I'm just not used to it. I'm trying...